wearing magloves set a new world record.
From a glimpse at the transit of the future to the challenges of the present.
They are some of the toughest economic times the country has faced.
Experts from across the country come to Irving's Transportation and Infrastructure Summit to talk about them all.
Here we have all of the major policymakers, administrators, high-level people in the transportation industry.
We have an opportunity to learn from one another and to share ideas and to come up with solutions that will help us to improve our mobility.
And in a field where people work to make things move fast, those economic concerns seem to be slowing things down.
Fuel taxes are down, sales taxes are down, property taxes are down. Just about every source of revenue that states depend on to plan, build, maintain, operate our transportation system is constrained.
We have seen the impact locally.
We've got to get to the airport, by golly.
DART's plan to have the Orange Line reach DFW Airport were jeopardized by falling sales tax revenues. But DART's executive director shared the announcement people had been hoping to hear.
We scraped together enough money to get that last leg of the Orange Line moving again, and so we're excited about that.
Even though the news making headlines is good, I found out there is more to the story.
And a lot of tough questions, certainly.
DART is projecting flat sales tax revenues that are prompting the agency to take a close look at funding options for that final stretch to the airport.
There's a few minor funding pieces that we still have to put together. In our case, minor $10–20 million that we have to kind of put together, but in a project that is valued at somewhere in the neighborhood of $250 million. Like I said, that puts us pretty close.
While that is being worked out, DART is proud of the progress on the first two segments.
Those are under construction, doing great.
The first phase goes from the Bachman Station on the Green Line to the Irving Convention Center. Stations are located at the University of Dallas, the Las Colinas Urban Center, and the Irving Convention Center. The second phase of the Orange Line extends from the Convention Center to Beltline Road, with a station there and at North Lake College. Phase 3 is the one that's delayed. Originally planned to go from Beltline to DFW Airport by 2013, now
that's probably going to be in the neighborhood of about 12 months later.
Here at the Transportation Summit, the talk isn't limited to transportation. From the Omni-Man delay, participants can see several of the big development projects underway here in Las Colinas. And Irving city leaders are taking every chance they get to talk about what's happening.
It's just such a great vantage point to literally show this area off.
Crews continue to fill in a portion of Lake Carolyn to make room for the Water Street retail and residential development. Nearby, work on the Convention Center progresses. That's where the Transportation Summit will be held next year.
We've got a lot of major industry here represented and a lot of major trade associations represented in conjunction with this event. We want them to all see that building and know it's a venue that's available for their own business as well. So absolutely, we're here to tell that other story too.
I've met and visited with people that have been here this week. They've been really somewhat taken back at all the things that were going on around this area. In fact, a couple of them I've actually taken over to La Cima so they could see from up above, because it's just, it really is something that they're not seeing in the rest of the country.
Irving has been the host to this great event.
The Transportation Summit always attracts a high-profile crowd. Irving's mayor and city council members take a leadership role, not only talking transportation, but promoting the city as well.
Building those relationships it's very important.